Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing great today, and if you haven't already, please go down and subscribe. In today's video, we are talking all about braces. We're answering questions. I'm talking about my experience, and yeah, we're just going to get comfortable talking about this, whether you're someone who's getting braces, someone who already had braces, or someone who has braces on at this moment. We are talking about braces and everything that entails this experience. So guys, want to do this with me? Then stay tuned. So basically my journey starts way before now. It actually starts when I was a kid. I used to have a habit of sucking my thumb, and this habit didn't even end until I was like 8, so it went on for like a really long time. And so if you guys don't know, when someone sucks their thumb for that long of a period, their teeth become like horizontal, and they become very lifted, and usually it's a very hard problem to deal with braces. My teeth were lifted, and we wanted to wait a couple years because my teeth move very fast, and we know that, so we wanted to see how well they would move down naturally, which they actually did. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna search for you, just because I love you guys so much. I'm gonna search right here and show you right here what I look like as a kid with my teeth, and then right here I'll show you what I look like before I got braces. Okay, and so basically, like, we realized that by age like 16, that's like the farthest my teeth are gonna go down. Like, they improved a lot. They went from almost being like horizontal all the way down to basically being the condition that I wanted them to be in. But like, without any other intervention, there would be like no way for my teeth to move. So finally we decided to look into braces. We're planning to go to a different orthodontist, but this one orthodontist near us was actually doing a Black Friday sale where their braces are normally $4,050, and they were, for the story that I have for braces. And so basically my braces journey from that happened really quick. So our first appointment was basically to get x-rays of my teeth, and then once I got x-rays, the orthodontist came in and basically told us, like, if she could fix the problem with braces. And basically what she said to me was, if I wanted my teeth to be straight down, what's hard about my teeth is my bottom ones do come out slightly this way, and so because of my thumb sucking problem, my teeth were lifted this way, and so they laid on top of each other like this, and so every time I would chew, they would scrape against each other. And so I was hoping that they would push these back and then push out these back and a straight profile. So in order to achieve that look, I would have 4 extractions, 2 from the top and 2 from the bottom. But just like a year prior, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and that was a long journey for me, and I don't want to go through it again. And so basically it would be like the same thing. I'm going to college for the first time, so not only am I wearing braces, which is not a bad thing at all, but I would like not to wear braces, but then it's just like a thing. If I want straight teeth, I'm gonna have to wear braces. So I was okay with wearing braces, but I wasn't okay walking around with 4 missing teeth all right here, you know, when I didn't really have to, because she did say that she would be able to move my teeth back as far as she can, but it wouldn't be like the perfect straight profile. Like, I would still have a little bit of a like bump, you know. And so that's what we're doing right now, is that we're going to move it as much as possible. And if I truly am truly unhappy with the result, then I'll go in and get the extractions. But I don't know, that's not really my thing. And also my family has bad teeth, and so I'm trying to keep as many of them in my mouth as possible, because all my family either ended up with dentures or veneers. So they just talked about like my plan and price point, which ended up being $3,300. And then after that, we scheduled my appointment to get them put on, and the process of getting them put on took only like an hour. It wasn't painful. So the first color I got was blue, which I really didn't pick out. So my first color was gray, and I think she accidentally switched it because it was blue. But I didn't complain because I liked it too. It hurt at all for the first couple hours. I was actually right after eating pizza, and I felt totally comfortable, and I was really confused because so many people told me that it hurt the day of, and so I was expecting it to hurt, and so I thought I was like off the hook. It actually hurt, and I think for me, my teeth actually hurt longer than most people's, because I went on the internet and I found out that a lot of people were talking about how their pain stopped after 3 days, but mine almost took like a week to stop for me, and for me to feel like comfortable eating any kind of food without like my teeth feeling like they're gonna fall out of my face, you know. The tips I would share with you guys is either get Orajel or really use the wax things a lot, whether it's a job or you just are a naturally talkative person. These braces will shred your mouth so badly. Like, I'm not a person who even talks a lot, like their mouth kind of shredded up by these braces. Like, I can't imagine for people who are like really talkative. The tips that will help you when you wear braces. Number one for you guys is to make sure that you're keeping up with your teeth just like the way you kept up with your teeth before you had braces. So basically, the part of your tooth that is covered by the bracket is isolated. So that part of your tooth would be the exact same color and in the exact same condition as when you got your braces put on. So you want to make sure that you're treating your teeth the same way as you treated it beforehand. You don't want to take our braces off and the area that was covered by the bracket lighter than the rest of the tooth, and we also don't want it to be darker than the rest of the tooth. So basically, if you took really good care and you're used to whitening your teeth and you're doing all that biz, you want to make sure that you're doing the same thing. So basically, like, I know that I use whitening toothpaste, and I used basically just a whitening, but it's like a toothpaste form, and so you could get underneath. Tip number 2, which kind of goes with the first tip, but always make sure that you're having good dental hygiene to make sure that your braces are working right and you don't cause anything like tooth decay and you don't cause other gum issues that will prolong your braces journey. You have to have good dental hygiene, and good dental hygiene goes along with flossing correctly, and it goes with brushing correctly. And if you're not used to that, that can also change the color of your teeth. Like, if you're not used to brushing correctly, make sure if you haven't got your braces on, make sure that you get into a routine. Though it's very aggravating, because I remember I used to just brush, maybe floss a couple times. I didn't really find flossing that important. To use these things, which is what my orthodontist gave me, but they're like really hard plastic and they made me bleed. And so I was watching a different YouTube channel and they recommended these flosses that are made for people with like braces at the top of it, and it's like a really long thread, so you just like thread it through. I really recommend those. I'll put the photo here because I left mine at the dorm. This is the third tip, and one of a tip to give you guys is to make sure to check your braces also. But when you have your braces, even if you can't feel it, there's probably something in your teeth. No matter what you eat, it gets stuck in your teeth. If you're eating lettuce, it gets stuck in your teeth. Or things that I've tried to avoid because they're horrible at getting stuck in your teeth are bread, seeds, and rice, because they get like lodged. Well, the seeds and the rice are so small that they get lodged in between every wire and crevice of your teeth. Stay away from those 3 foods as much as possible. And yeah, so I would just say be very attentive to it. Foods get stuck in your teeth, but just make sure that you're carrying around things like these or even toothpicks. So fourth tip I'm going to give you guys for braces is to make sure that you have something that smells good for your breath all the time, whether it's a mint, a Listerine strip, or like a mini mouthwash. I'd advise you to take that everywhere, because I don't know if it's just me, but ever since I've gotten braces, it's hard to keep my breath fresh, you know? Like, no matter how much I brush, I know it's a thing. So yeah, so that's my tip to you. So our 5th tip is always go to your appointments. I know it's annoying. I don't know why I did this, but it was for the Dill, but we got a orthodontist that is in my hometown while I'm in college, an hour away. So every time I have an appointment, I have to drive down here or drive up here. I have to drive over here every single time I have an appointment. So that's gonna suck a little bit, but always make sure you're going to your appointments. The bands around the brackets get loose, and then the bands around your brackets actually hold the wire back and is putting pressure on them, so they move, and throughout time they become looser and less effective. So if you don't go in for your appointments and you don't get those bands redone, then they're going to be loose and not effective. But if you follow up, you're going to get new bands, which means that the job is going quicker. And also, it's important to go to these appointments because if your teeth are moving in the wrong direction or something's happening that they either didn't predict or they don't want to happen, they could change it, you know? But if you don't go to your appointments, how are they supposed to know, like, what's going on with your teeth, you know? And so, yeah, these appointments are to make sure that everything's going good with your journey. And so keep up with it if you guys want to hurry up this process. But if you want to have braces on for the rest of your life, go ahead. Do everything on this list opposite. Do the opposite of everything. Have bad hygiene. Don't go up to follow appointments and eat bad foods and all that stuff. And you'll have them on longer if that's your thing. But yeah. But most of us, I'm guessing, want them off quicker. So always remember to go off to your appointments. Last but not least, the tip of the day. Remember, these are not permanent. So if you don't like them, remember what they're doing. Like, I have to remember they're doing something for you. Like, it's not just an aesthetic thing, you know? Like, your teeth are moving and you're going to have your dream teeth in however many months they told you. They're going to have whiter teeth. Always get dark colors. And then if you're looking to brighten up your face, get lighter colors. And as of right now, if you're going to try to get white and clear, just letting you know, it's super hard to maintain. Like I said, if you want whiter teeth, you're going to have to go with a darker color because the contrast is what makes your teeth look whiter. And so when you have a clear or you have white, it makes your teeth actually look more yellow, so you have to do more whitening. And remember, you guys have appointments where you can change them, so experiment as much as possible. And always remember to have a color that relates to your style. Like, if you like bright colors, get a bright color, and then if you like dark colors, get a dark color, because your braces are kind of like an accessory and it kind of matches with your outfit, you know? And so remember that. And that's all for this video, and love you guys. Bye.